we're going to be talking about z-scores. Z-scores, we have to look at what information we're given. So this one, a student scored a 76 points on a test that had mean score, so we have a mean of 82.5 and a standard deviation of 6.1. And we want to know what is the z-score. Okay, so we're looking for the z-score. We know the student's score. We know the mean. And we know the standard deviation. Because remember, z is equal to value minus the mean divided by standard deviation. So we do the subtraction first, and we get a negative 6.5. Then we do the division, and z-scores are rounded to 2 decimal places. And so this particular student's z-score is a negative 1.07, which, remember, we can have negative and positive z-scores because we're talking about where we are compared to the mean. Now the next one, the average weight of an adult male bison, is 1,450 pounds. So we know that the mean is 1,450. Standard deviation of 240 pounds. Find the weight of an adult bull whose z-score is 1.5. So in this case, we have the z, 1.5. We do not know their weight, but we have everything else. We have the mean, and we have the standard deviation. So this time, we're going to use a little bit of algebra to find their weight. So in order to find their weight, I need to get rid of the denominator. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 240. So a 1.5 times 240 will give me 360 is equal to an x minus 1,450. And then I would add the 1,450 to both sides. And I would get that bison's adult bull, his weight was 1,810 pounds. So notice on this one, we were given the z-score, so we had to put it over here, and we had to do a little bit of algebra. Gina and Stuart are surf fishing on the Atlantic coast, where both bluefish and pompano are common catches. The mean length of bluefish, so we have bluefish, and its mean length is 264 millimeters with a standard deviation of 41 millimeters. Then we have the pompano, whose mean length is only 146 millimeters, and their standard deviation is 24. Stuart caught a bluefish, so Stuart caught a bluefish, and it was 355 millimeters. Gina caught a pompano, which was 245 millimeters. Who caught the longer fish relative to fish of the same species? So since we have the x, the mean, and the standard deviation, we need to find their z-scores. So we're going to take 355 minus 264 divided by 41. And we will take 245 minus 146 divided by 24. And when we do those calculations, we get 91 over 41. So Stuart's bluefish z-score was a 2.22. Gina has 99 over 24. So Gina's fish has a z-score of 4.13. So Gina's caught the longer fish with relative to fish of the same size.